All right, welcome everyone. My name is Sean Cornett. I'm a national consultant here with Ambit Energy, coming to you from my office in St. Louis, Missouri, St. Charles, Missouri to be specific, right on the riverfront of the mighty Missouri. Great to have you here this evening. Thank you so much for taking your time. So I'm going to actually introduce our speaker, which I'm really excited for you all to hear from. He's been an incredible mentor to myself, a business partner in Ambit Energy. Yeah, many of you know him as the Co-Founders Impact Award winner, a national consultant in Yellow Jacket. He's got 30 years of network marketing experience. So without further ado, please help me welcome my good friend, Damien Pechacek, to the broadcast. Damien, are you there, my friend?
Yes.
The floor is yours. Take it away.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Sean, for that introduction. Very happy to be here tonight. I'm excited for you guys all being here as well. I think it's really cool that y'all are taking time out of your busy lives to be with us here this evening to learn about this opportunity. I tell you, it's worth getting excited about. You know, when I got exposed to this business, well, it's been over 10 years ago now, I have to tell you, I got really excited. You know, I was in a pretty tough spot in my life at that time. If I take you back before that, my wife and I, we got married. We've been married 22 years now. We're very, very blessed. We had some big goals when we got married. One was to have a big family. We've been blessed with a big family. We have 7 kiddos now. We wanted to homeschool those kids, and we've been able to do that as well. But, you know, what's very interesting is we were doing those things. The difference was I was working 70, 80, and sometimes more hours per week to get it done. And I was an absentee dad, and it was no fun. You know, we were still getting kids homeschooled, and we were providing that type of lifestyle, but I was missing out on all of the activities. I wasn't much of a help at home. I was leaving a lot of times in the morning before they were out of bed and coming home often when they were already asleep. So it was very unfortunate. So when I saw Ambit for the first time, I got really fired up because I saw a way to buy my time back, basically. I mean, it came down to that. I saw hope. And I don't know what you guys are looking for. You know, you're here looking at this opportunity for the first time or second time or however many times. But the point is, I hope you see a way to also have that same kind of hope that I saw, because it's changed my life dramatically. So with that, I'm going to share a few things with you guys that I think are important that might help you make a decision. Maybe they'll resonate with you, maybe not. But I'll tell you a few things that really had an impact on me when I looked at this. One of the big things for me was that it's, like Sean said, I've been in this industry a long time, in and out. I've done all kinds of different things with different types of products. And the fact that this is a service and not a product was a big deal to me. And I'm going to keep it really, really blunt. The bottom line is, when you have a customer base that's on an auto ship of product based on just products, what happens after a period of time, let's say 3 to 6 months, if for some reason they have a challenge in their finances, or maybe they're not getting the results out of the products that they wanted, what happens is that little auto ship that shows up at their door, guess what? That becomes a reminder for them to cancel. We don't have that issue with the service, especially one that's energy and something that people unconsciously purchase every single month, and they really unconsciously use it every single month. It's something they have to have, and it's such a relief and just a breath of fresh air to know that we're providing a service for people that they're always going to be using. They're going to get it for less, and they have to have it. So different. There's no reminders showing up on our doorstep or on any of our customers' doorsteps. So it's pretty cool. The other thing that was big for me was the fact that this can be done on a part-time basis. And in the compensation plan was so lucrative, it allowed you to do that. And I want to kind of share with you a little bit of a story about how that works. You know, I was working so many hours, I only had a little bit of time to dedicate to this. And so fortunately, I had some experience in this industry. What's interesting is I knew what to say and how to say it. And so it made my time that I spent a little bit more efficient than people that don't know. Fortunately, we have a system that's going to help you with that. But going back to the part-time and the compensation plan, what's really cool is there's ways that people make money. One is, they have a linear income model, and then there's a leveraged income model. This is leveraged income that we're talking about here. And I didn't really understand that at first. And then somebody explained it to me. And when I got it, it was an aha moment. And right now, people that are in a linear income model, that they're exchanging time for money, just straight up time for money. And, they've only got a certain amount of time in a day that they can work. 24 hours a day is the max. That's about 168 hours, or right at 168 hours a week. That's about all you can do. That's the ceiling. You're capped. The only way to get more than that is if you leverage yourself. And that's what this opportunity does. It provides leverage. And what I want to do is just give you a quick comparison. Let's just take our business. My business, we've been very blessed. We're national consultants. We have well over 10,000 consultants on our organization. But let's just, for the sake of easy math, let's say 5,000 of those consultants this week decided to work 2 hours this week each. I would be getting paid off the efforts of 10,000 man hours this week, whether I did anything or not. You guys get the difference? It's such a huge difference. I don't think you get it, because if you got it, I'd be able to see through the computer. You see you getting up off the couch, off the chairs, jumping up and down, high-fiving each other. I don't see it happening. Okay, I see one of you doing it. Fantastic. Now that that's clear, hopefully it makes sense, because that was a big aha moment for me, knowing that is how I was going to get out of that 80-hour, 70-hour a week rut, is I was going to figure out a way to leverage myself with this incredible opportunity. Bottom line is, you need to know it works, and it works really, really well. So the last thing that I want to share with you is the timing of this. The timing is absolutely perfect. Going into new markets, and we're doing the deregulation thing, and we're ahead of the curve, and we're leading the way, and all that's cool, right? But what I like about the timing is, right now more than any time ever, people are looking for additional ways to make money. They're looking for ways to supplement their income. So how awesome is that timing for us to be able to have this incredible opportunity to offer to other people? It's quite the blessing. I mean, it's just unbelievable. If you like what you see and it's something that you want to get on board with us about, we would love to have you. We've got an awesome system. You just plug in. If you're coachable and teachable, you can rock and roll and you can do this thing. It's really that simple. It does take effort. It does take work, and you do need to be coachable. You do need to be teachable. So I want to make sure you guys get that. It's not just get in and you reach your maximum potential day one. You get in and you learn and you do. So you're either going to be an A, B, or C. A C is you see it, you understand it, but it's not for you. Perfect. Get together with whoever invited you and become their customer. Save yourself a little money, help them out. It's a win-win. If you're a B, you probably have some questions. Perfect. The one thing I learned about that, get your questions answered before you leave, because from my experience, if you leave before you get them answered, guess what? It becomes out of sight, out of mind, and that opportunity passes you by. So get them answered before you leave. Or you're an A, which is, let's get going. I'm ready to join. What do I got to do? Very simple. It takes about 5-10 minutes on the computer. The people there can help you get that done. No big deal. And I really appreciate your patience. I want to just share with you a little story that I think might have an impact. I don't know if you guys have heard of this story called The Touchstone, but it's a really cool little story. See, there's this poor man who went and found this old book in this library. And inside the book, it had a little story about the touchstone, and it talked about the whereabouts of this touchstone and what it did. Well, this stone, when you took the stone and you touched it with any other common metal, it turned it to gold. So the guy's like, man, I got to go find this. This is perfect. And he went to the beach where it was at, and the way the story goes is it's on a beach, all these other pebbles, they look identical. There's millions of them on this beach. But the difference with the touchstone is that the touchstone is warm. So when you touch it, you'll know that you have the touchstone. So he sold all his belongings. He went and camped out on this beach, and every day he got up and he picked up a stone and he felt it, and if it was cold, he threw it into the sea because he wanted to make sure he didn't pick up the same stone over and over. So he was doing this, picking it up, feeling it, throwing it into the sea, doing it over and over and over again. Well, weeks turned into months, which turned into over a year. And then one afternoon, guess what? He picked up a stone. It was nice and warm, and he threw it into the sea. And he did that before he even realized what he had. And the important thing about that is that's the way it is with opportunity too. We form these habits, and before we can have opportunity right here in our hand, we finally have the one that we've been looking for. And because of the habit of throwing things away, we throw away that opportunity. And I really hope that you join us and come on board. Thank you so much.
Customer acquisition strategy, they will give you free energy for referring just 15 other customers. They will take the average of those 15 customers you referred's monthly bills and discount it from your monthly bill. So if your bill is $200 per month and their bills average $200 per month, you pay nothing. If your bill is $250 per month and theirs average $200 per month, you only pay $50 a month. In any event, you got $200 per month or $2,400 a year worth of free energy. It's that simple.
If you're concerned about what this will cost you, no worries. The program is also free to participate in. There is no cost to switch your service. Nothing changes for you, the consumer. The service and maintenance on your power lines or pipes, transformers, meters, etc. continues to be performed by the old incumbent who still owns the lines, the transformers, and infrastructure. They will still read the meters, and by the way, will still continue to get paid for servicing them. There is no change whatsoever for you, except of course the lower price you now pay all the way down to even free. Taking all this into consideration, why wouldn't you do this? No logical reason, right? The only thing you might say is, well, I can't explain it, or I can't sell very well, or I don't have the time, right?
Well, you don't have to. All you have to do is send your friends to see this video, which explains it for you, just like I'm explaining it to you, right? And when they sign up as an Ambit customer, you get credit for them. Once you've got 15 referrals signed up and they start paying their bill, you start getting free energy. It's as simple as that. In the meantime, you'll still receive the benefit of extremely competitive rates.
So let me ask you a question. Is there a better price than free?
You're right. There isn't. So sign up with Ambit as an energy customer and start referring your friends today. And soon you too will start enjoying free energy.
After all, it is the smart choice to make.
To get started now and begin writing your own story,